Greetings, my fellow seekers of truth and connection. This is your good friend Frank welcoming you to another thought-provoking episode of the Clockwork Eye, the only channel that seeks to illuminate your mind, one insight at a time. Today, we embark on a journey to explore the power of authentic friendship and the art of cultivating genuine connections in a world that often feels increasingly superficial. In a time when social media likes and follow accounts seem to hold more weight than the depth of our relationships, it's more important than ever to reflect on the true essence of friendship and how we can foster meaningful bonds that enrich our lives and help us navigate the complexities of the human experience. As the renowned philosopher Aristotle once said, in poverty and other misfortunes of life, true friends are a sure refuge. They keep the young out of mischief, they comfort and aid the old in their weakness, and they incite those in the prime of life to noble deeds. This timeless wisdom reminds us of the transformative power of authentic friendship, a power that can provide solace in times of hardship, guidance in times of uncertainty, and inspiration in times of stagnation. But what exactly do we mean by authentic friendship? In a world where the term friend is often used loosely to describe anyone from a casual acquaintance to a social media connection, it's crucial to distinguish between the superficial and the genuine. Authentic friendship is characterized by a deep sense of trust, vulnerability, and mutual support. It's a bond that goes beyond the surface-level pleasantries and dares to journey into the raw, unfiltered aspects of our lives. As the author and vulnerability researcher Brené Brown puts it, authenticity is a collection of choices that we have to make every day. It's about the choice to show up and be real. The choice to be honest. The choice to let our true selves be seen. In the context of friendship, this means being willing to share our fears, our dreams, our triumphs, and our failures with those we trust, knowing that they will accept us for who we are, flaws and all. But cultivating authentic friendships is not always easy, especially in a world that often prioritizes quantity over quality when it comes to social connections. We live in an age where our attention is constantly vied for by an endless stream of notifications, updates, and distractions, making it all too easy to neglect the relationships that truly matter. As the social scientist Sherry Turkle warns in her book, Reclaiming Conversation, we are being silenced by our technologies, in a way, cured of talking. These silences, often in the presence of our children, have led to a crisis of empathy, crisis in ourselves. To combat this crisis and cultivate authentic friendships, we must be intentional about carving out space for genuine connection and conversation. This means putting down our devices, looking each other in the eye, and engaging in the kind of deep, meaningful dialogue that allows us to see beyond the curated facades we often present to the world. It means being willing to listen as much as we speak, to hold space for each other's stories and struggles, and to offer support and encouragement without judgment. But perhaps most importantly, cultivating authentic friendships requires us to be authentic ourselves. As the poet and civil rights activist Maya Angelou once said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." By showing up as our true selves, with all our quirks, vulnerabilities, and imperfections, we create the conditions for others to do the same. We send a powerful message that it's okay to be human, to make mistakes, and to lean on each other for support. Of course, building authentic friendships takes time, effort, and a willingness to step outside our comfort zones. It requires us to be patient, to weather the ups and downs of life together, and to continually invest in the relationships that matter most to us. But the rewards of doing so are immeasurable. As the philosopher William James put it, the deepest principle in human nature is the craving to be appreciated. By surrounding ourselves with people who truly see, understand, and appreciate us for who we are, we tap into a wellspring of strength, resilience, and joy that can sustain us through even the darkest of times. So, my dear Clockwork Eye viewers, I invite you to reflect on the state of your own friendships. Are you prioritizing authenticity and genuine connection, or are you settling for the superficial and transactional? What steps can you take to cultivate deeper, more meaningful relationships with the people who matter most to you? And how can you show up as your true self, vulnerabilities and all, in order to create the conditions for others to do the same. Share your thoughts, experiences, and insights in the comments below, and let's start a conversation about the transformative power of authentic friendship. Together, we can work to build a world where genuine connection is valued over shallow popularity, where empathy and vulnerability are seen as strengths, and where the bonds of friendship serve as a source of strength, healing, and inspiration for us all. And as always, if you found value in this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing to the Clockwork Eye for more thought-provoking content that dares to explore the depths of the human experience. Until next time, my fellow travelers on the path of authenticity, keep showing up, keep reaching out, and keep cultivating the relationships that make life truly worth living. This is your friend Frank at the Clockwork Eye, signing off. Cheerio.